Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm doing MSc in School of Law, University of Leeds, and right now I'm about to explain of my research proposal with the title is A Win-Win Solution Against Green Crimes, Exploring the Potential of Restorative Policing on Resolving Green Crimes in Indonesia. Not so many people know what green crime is. Green crime or green criminology refers to the study of those harms against humanity, environment, and non-human animals committed both by powerful institutions and also by ordinary people. As the outline, green crimes cause environmental harms. One of the key considerations of environmental harm is geographical aspects. White also added that specific national context and particular geographical regions are connected to the types of crime itself. Indonesia is the biggest archipelago country with huge amount of natural resources, has higher risk on green crimes than any other country. Akela studied that Indonesia is well known of committing green crimes in the form of illegal logging. The combination of environmental resources and associated wealth can give rise to conflict and crime for various reasons. But as Quichpers points out, one of the classic and most basic criminal motivations at work as a driver of conflict and war is greed. Policing and police efforts in the form of repressive and law enforcement have been carried out, yet this has led to more severe chaos, for instance the burning of police stations and riots caused by mine closure. Such behavior mostly done by marginal communities, or we can say as low economic society, which being involved and employed by companies that carry out green crimes. So my hypothesis is green crimes could cause chaos and losses in an unexpected broader scope. In this case, the chaos is more emphasized because of the failure of policing that have ever been implemented. The policing model needed in handling with green crime cases is the one that can engage all the parties inside its cases and also develop the future plan to prevent reoffending. Restorative policing, as Marshall stated, is a problem-solving approach to crime, which involves the parties themselves and has five principles related to engage them and establish a better plan in the future. It can be more suited in this type of crime. However, restorative policing model is not widely known or even applied as the policing model in Indonesia. Therefore, the goal of this project is to explain of how restorative policing is worked, especially by Indonesian National Police, on such mentioned type of green crimes and also how to apply it is as the problem solving. So my research question is how to explain and implement the potency of restorative policing model in handling green crime cases in Indonesia. This research is an experimental study with induction approach departed from phenomena which have ever been existed and explained with the theory. Qualitative method will be utilized in this research as the required data needed for this project are achieved by interview, literature review, and crime report records. Green crimes data conducted in Indonesia are collected from crime report records acquired from Directorate of Certain Criminal Acts of Indonesian National Police. Policing model in another country will be obtained by literature review as the reference. Meanwhile, interview to police investigator of Indonesian National Police is required in order to get data of policing model in Indonesia. Then we move to data analysis. The validity of the data is needed before doing data analysis. In this research, it will be tested using triangulation cross-validation, reference material, and member check. Data analysis is done by analyzing all the data and using data reduction, which is required to simplify all data founded and to separate the data needed using coding for determining the quality of the data abstraction. Then linking interpretations of data and explain the compliance with the formed theoretical framework. However, there are some ethical considerations due to the necessity of interview in this research. Before the interview begins, respondents must be provided with personal information paper to be filled. Moreover, respondents must have also given the sufficient information of the topic as well as the question which are about to ask. Basically, the research will result in the opening of some closed data or privacy concern, including its personal information, so therefore there should be an agreement between the researcher and respondents. The impact of benefits and losses of this research should have been reconsidered and balanced by the researcher in this project. And also there is a limitation of this project, which is the application of restorative policing can only be done on green crimes involving marginal communities in Indonesia, specifically for those companies which utilize them as their workers due to their reliance and loss of field work because of the closing of the company. And yeah, that's all about my research proposal, and thank you for watching and see ya.